Hot temperatures consuming Southwest Florida. Now it's 6. ABC 7 is uncovering what you need to do to stay cool as the heat rises.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
And Southwest Florida isn't the only place dealing with extreme weather. Get more on some of this flooding that we are seeing that is tearing up some of the Midwest.
Then a fashion icon being laid to rest, where friends and families are gathering to honor designer Kate Spade.
Breaking at 6, a federal judge rules against family separations at the border. How this order could allow families to be reunited sooner. Then this.
Adding more trucks to that already confused and extremely busy roadway is just going to add more trouble.
A Southwest Florida company pushing to rezone land for potato farming and limestone mining. The pushback over concerns about health and traffic.
And new at 6, road rage in South Florida. See the moment a man turned his anger into a fight with a car.
Right now at 6, ABC 7 is watching a tropical disturbance in the Gulf that is expected to bring heavy rain this weekend.
And on top of rain could also affect our beaches, especially if you got the beach plans. Get more on when the crisp blue water could turn brown because of the water releases.
And ABC 7 is following breaking news coming out of Canada. Learn more about the 2 men police are searching for who may be responsible for a restaurant explosion.
Live from ABC 7, this is News at 6.
We want to get now to that breaking news coming out of Charlotte County. Deputies are working to persuade a man to come out of a home. This is happening inside a duplex in the Harbor Heights neighborhood.
Officials say that Jacob Burrell, this man, is wanted for an incident at a relative's home in Port Charlotte late last night. They say he entered the home uninvited, and investigators believe right now he is alone and unarmed.
ABC 7's Jesse Pagan is live at the scene where the police presence is growing this morning. Jesse?
Jen, Emily, since we last talked about an hour ago, the scene you just said, it has grown quite by a bit, actually. If you take a look right here, you'll see Punta Gorda police officers.
Also breaking at 6, the entire Lee County legislative delegation wants the governor to declare a state of emergency, all because of this, that blue-green algae. It's spreading farther down the Caloosahatchee each day. In a letter, leaders say the blooms are creating a threat to the tourism economy, to small businesses, and to the health of people living in Lee County. Leaders say a state of emergency would follow a quick and efficient state response on the issue.
In Cape Coral, these advisories are posted in several parks and spots around the city bordering the Caloosahatchee. And now neighbors are wondering if the signs should extend to their canals. Many of us are saying this algae reaching our backyards. ABC 7's Jesse Pagan is live now in the studio with more on what some of the canals are looking like this morning. I can speak for it firsthand. It's not pretty.
It's not. Some of the people that we talked with, they say it's gone down a little bit. It doesn't exactly look like this so far at this point in the week, but it did at one point, and that's what's a little bit scary for them.
Mackenzie, thanks. We are following some breaking news this morning. A federal judge in California has ordered a stop to family separations at the U.S. border.
Let's break down what this order specifically requires. Parents who are detained can no longer be separated from their kids unless the parent is deemed unfit. Officials are expected to reunify all parents with their minor children who are under the age of 5 within 14 days. Parents with children that are 5 or older must be reunited with their kids within 30 days. The order also mandates that officials allow parents to contact their children by phone within 10 days if the parent is not already in contact with their child. The order does not mean that the Trump administration has to stop prosecuting people who cross the border illegally, however.
Well, stay with ABC 7 as we continue to follow this breaking story. We'll update the crisis on the border as we get new developments from overnight. And coming up at 6:30, we're getting you more on the states that are suing the president now over these family separations.
Gerald Fishman, John McNamara, Rebecca Smith,
Robert Hyacin, and Wendy Winters. These are the 5 victims of the shooting that happened in Annapolis, Maryland on Thursday. Those 5 employees of the Capital Gazette, some writers, editors, one a sales assistant.
This shooting happened yesterday afternoon in the newspaper's building. 2 other people were also hurt during the shooting. Investigators say that they arrested this man, Jared Ramos, for that shooting. And we've just learned that he has been charged with 5 counts of first-degree murder. Police say he filed a defamation claim against the Capital Gazette 6 years ago, but it was dismissed. And this morning, police are still searching for evidence related to the incident.
As ABC's Kenneth Moten reports, investigators are still searching for a motive to this tragedy.
Overnight, police in Maryland searched the home of the suspected gunman in what appears to be the deadliest attack on journalists in the U.S. in years.
Right now at 6, ABC 7 is watching a tropical disturbance in the Gulf that is expected to bring heavy rain this weekend. Today, we do have team coverage for you on this tropical disturbance. Also, how it's going to affect your plans not only today, but also as we start to prepare for the weekend. First, we want to send things over to meteorologist Jim Dickey in the Forecast Center. We are your weather authority. Jim, what are we expecting?
Well, first of all, with that tropical disturbance, we're expecting it to become at the very least a depression, if not a tropical storm.
And we're continuing your team coverage now with that heavy rain expected for the weekend. It could mean some more releases from Lake Okeechobee.
ABC 7's Julianne Dell continues her team coverage. She has more now on how these releases could actually affect our beaches here. Julianne, good morning.
Well, good morning, Greg. So marine biologists here say it's been a perfect week. The water is crisp and clear and blue, but it would take just a few days for water from Lake Okeechobee to reach here and to darken the water on the causeway and the beaches.
10-15 seconds after it hit, it had exploded pretty loud and engulfed in flames for a while, and it probably went off about 2 more times after that, and the flames just got bigger and bigger, and it's black smoke everywhere, and that's when the fire department showed up.
Witnesses described the shocking scene along Metro Parkway early this morning as a plane crashes into a daycare building at the Chico's headquarters. And we've just learned in the last 90 minutes the pilot of that plane survived. His passenger did not. ABC 7 is getting you more on this plane crash. Our crews are live in the field covering all angles, including the very latest about the crash. We've just learned new details from NTSB investigators. But first, we begin tonight with ABC 7's reporter Chris Lovingood. He spoke with witnesses and nearby business owners who watched in shock as the plane went down. And he is live at that scene tonight along Metro Parkway. He joins us now with the very latest. Chris?
Emily, that witness and others I talked to are shaken after today's harrowing event. And that plane we showed that crashed today at that daycare, there it is right behind me. You can see it's still pretty damaged after what happened today.
This morning, the Lehigh Acres company, the Troyer brothers, is pushing to rezone their property. It extends from State Road 82 South to Corkscrew Road.
They want to rezone the property for things like limestone mining. ABC 7's Jesse Pagan is live this morning with more on what some think allowing the rezoning will do. Jesse, good morning.
Jen, Emily, good morning to you. Dozens of people who live near where the mine would be plan to be here in downtown Fort Myers today to continue fighting this. They're worried over dust, traffic, and even the possibility of pollution.
Today, students from Parkland are continuing their Road to Change tour in Southwest Florida. The students are heading to Sarasota today, pushing for school safety. Yesterday, those students were in Punta Gorda. They were registering people to vote and also leading a discussion on school safety and gun violence. For the past 2 days, those students have toured around Southwest Florida, first making a stop in Naples and then Florida Gulf Coast University. Now in Punta Gorda. Some people are in support of the tour, but some people are not.
As the conversation about gun control continues, the move to make sure schools have more guards to stop school shootings like Parkland is still up for discussion. The Lee County School District says they don't have the money to pay for added security. But now, Florida Governor Rick Scott says otherwise. ABC 7's Julianne Dell is live at the Lee County School District office this morning with more on both sides of the issue. Julianne, good morning.
Well, good morning. First, the school district says that there will be a school resource officer in every school next year, but they say they're still in a bind when it comes to pay for it.